My name's Larry Roth, and I'm a video blogger for Rothline.com.
My name's Nick Bushtna.
Okay, and you're one of the cast members.
Yes, I'm a local actor.
When did you first hear about the Hex House story?
I first heard about the story, I believe, in 2011 when I first started working at the Hex House. It's been about 12 years I've been working. 1 year I skipped recently in the past 3 years. Other than that, I've been here to some degree every year since 2011. About the story, I believe the most interesting fact that I know of is how she was committing insurance fraud. She had collected insurance monies from her deceased father, from her deceased husband, had insurance policies on her maid, and the two girls living in her basement. She had insurance policies on them. So that's the most interesting fact to me.
And as a cast member, what do you enjoy most about working in the Hex House haunted attraction?
Scaring people.
Scaring people?
In many unique and different ways.
Yeah.
We have our different ways of scaring people. Everything's layered. You have your music, you have your fog, you have your creepiness over here and someone talking to them, and your hard scares over here, over there, whatever else you have. But I like to do the creepy, kind of make them feel unsettled. Okay. And prep them for further along as they go inside and do more.
Yeah. Then
everybody else will be more effective at their job if I get them unsettled.
Yeah. As
they go, before they come inside.
Oh, okay. And you said you've been working at the haunt since 2011?
2011.
Okay, so you heard about the haunt first and then...
Yes, a friend of mine was doing makeup for the haunt and said, hey, I hear they're looking for more actors to work the Hex House. They want to kick it up a notch, and so they're looking at local actors as opposed to just word of mouth to friends and who wants to work. Mm-hmm. They went for the talent to put the talent in the haunt.
Yeah.
So here I am, as I call myself talented. Well, maybe to some degree, but.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the haunt, I've noticed, also has the West Side Grimm story.
Yes.
Which is, I didn't hear about it until I visited the Hex House haunt, but it has an interesting story to it that's also local.
Yes. West Side Grimm was a haunted house on its own before West Side Grimm's owner bought the Hex House and they meshed.
Oh, okay.
The West Side Grimm story is just as fascinating as the Hex House story, whereas in Crystal City Amusement Park and in this end of town in Crystal City, and they had their big hotels, and they were out of Tulsa City proper in the 50s, so they had a lot going on, and then supposedly, or I guess it's well documented, but the story goes that there was this big fire and they didn't have things in place like escape ladders or fire escapes, or something happened where a lot of people died in that tragic fire. So that's the basis for West Side Grimm, their local legend to be based on the theme of the haunt.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I have noticed, I did get to take a tour while it wasn't open, going through the Hex House haunt and also the West Side Grimm, and it's interesting how much it's like a Hollywood set. I mean, it seems to be very well built and put together.
Yeah, everything's very carefully considered for visual aspect. Safety is a big primary concern. We want it to be intricate and very alluring and fascinating, but it's got to be safe, or none of that does us any good. It's got to be safe. The allure of the fire and the burned out house looks just right. Of course, it looks just right in the element in which it operates, which is low light with a lot of fog, a lot of creepy music going on, and all those elements there tend to get pooled together. It's all about the layers.
Right. Well, thank you, Nick.
I appreciate your time. Good to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Good to see you.